Hey guys, welcome back. It's going to be connecting you for another video for Shadows. Hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully you're looking after yourselves, and hopefully you're looking after yourselves. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. And yeah, Sunday here, and we're going to go through my account. We got some stuff to do and some bits and bobs, and see what we can do. Damn, I just noticed I just shaved off 2 million PP on my account by moving some gear off some dead champions of mine with the free champion re-gear going on. I didn't realize I just dropped 2 million PP on that. Anyway, so today we're going to go into my account and we're going to look at some champions and some stuff for Bannerlords, and then we're going to talk about team synergy and etc. Now, I do have some news to share with you guys. If you haven't heard already, or if you're not in my Discord group, I know this wasn't posted too much yesterday. Tomorrow there is on Monday there will be a summon event going on for 2x souls, and doing a 2x soul events for the small stones and medium stones. So I probably will open some stuff there, and then that will be a for the rarity 2-star X chance for that, like it was with the big ones as well. And there will be also a deck of fates available with this event, which will have rare, epic, and legendary uncommon glyphs available as well. So that you can also pin them as well, which is great. They'll be available in epic, rare, and uncommon glyphs and legendary glyphs, but legendary glyphs will be locked behind the purple fate chest. Anyway, that's kind of it's one. If you want more information, there is information in my Discord group. Go ahead and find it in there. You'll find the link in the description. Anyway, let's get into today's video. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask. Let's get into today's video. So we're going to do Bannerlords. I have completed all the stars at the moment. I just haven't clicked the energy because I don't want to use energy for something. I probably will use energy tomorrow so I can collect the rest of the rewards. I have received every single star as far as I'm aware of. I'm not going to make Faction War videos all the time, but I thought this would be a good day to make a Faction War video on the boss. So I'm roughly around about here. I'll probably should receive a legendary tome at some point. And I wanted just to show what's going on stage 7 boss. I haven't got like a ton of champions for this. So I'm missing like Kaja, Taurus, and Rishka. So you're not going to see any of the crazy stuff which you would see in like my other factions like Demon Spawn yesterday, for example. That's why I didn't post a video on it, because it was kind of unrelevant. I will be posting guides on 19, 20, and 21. I think these will be the hardest stages for most in-game players. And I will be doing guides on all of them. I probably will stream these on YouTube, and then I'll make a short video on stage 21, and then mention about stage 20 and 19 being streamed on YouTube, so you guys can go ahead to check that out, see how all the gear and stuff like that's going on. I'll also drop timestamps down below. That's the plan for the channel. I don't see the point in doing guides of these because it's just not attracting any views or anything like that, and I'm running the business in the day. I think it's because people just find it too easy, and there's no reason to make YouTube content on that at the moment. All right, let's get into today's video. So we are versing the boss. I do want to make sure we go ahead and build a team for it. So these are the champions available for all the champions. I really like how Raid are allowing us to see all the champions, which is pretty nice to do. Obviously, you've seen Quintus on the thumbnail, so you know he's going to be in the team. He's a live arena champion. I kind of wish, I'm just kind of just saying to myself, I want to get a bit of use out of him, right? So I guess that's why he wants. I think Rondo is actually probably a better champion, but he's hitting fairly hard. He is also for divinity, so that will help me there. So let's go into this. We also have Baron, which is questionable with letter as well. So how are we going to build a team? Well, I want to build a team to deal with this boss. We have to beat it with 100 turns, so I'm actually going to bring in Dragon, because Dragon has some useful buffs. He can also do CC job, and he also brings a fairly good nuke, and he self-buffs himself. He also brings a decreased speed on him, which I think will be really useful against the boss, and he has a nice passive as well. So I think he comes in. I think he's one of my better champions for sure. I'm actually going to go defense in all battles, because it will be better for the whole team, and attack would only really benefit my nuker. I'm going to bring in her next, because she has a 6-star blessing. I think that's a good thing to take full use of. She also brings a 6-star brimstone, which is great for the boss. I probably will change this blessing to something better in the future. And then I'm going to bring in Stag Knight. I think you need to bring a reviver in pretty much all faction wars. I think there's only one faction I don't have a reviver, which will be interesting. I'm going to bring Stag Knight in my teams. This is basically going to be for the defense down roll and the decrease attack roll and decrease speed as well. Decrease speed is a bonus, I believe. I don't know if it's a necessity right now. I need to do more testing. And I think basically on the high stages it will, because the boss is like 325 speed and 475 accuracy. The mobs on the waves are 315 with 475 accuracy. You can access that information on How Hades website. So I think that is going to be very important, and with epic empowerment, that's going to be super nice. And also, we want to take the full. We also want to take in the advantage of having all these tanky champions available as well, because of damage mitigation with higher blessings against the bosses, which is a kind of a bit shite. If and mind my French, I think it's a bit shitty for Playroom to do a bit that, but Playroom, they will do what they want, and there's nothing we can do. So there's no point complaining really. There is some lot of good other champions here that is worth another spot here. So this is like what I'll call a flex spot. Another reviver potentially. She has decreased attack strengthen, AoE revive. We have AoE lockdown. He's great for Cursed City as well. I will be dropping a video some point next week on epics, legendaries, and some rares that will be great in Soul Cross, Cursed City, and Cursed City boss, and it's going to be great investment for this. So someone mentioned in my stream yesterday, and I will be dropping that some point next week. I think I'm going to try and drop it Monday or Tuesday. So there is that as well available. So they're all I think she has a good use here as well for the healing and etc. Rhonda kind of she kind of does the same though. So what else? I guess he has some use. You know, she has some use, which I've already got here. She also have a blessing. Noah Nuka as well. Chilling and looking wouldn't be bad. Could do some CC. Timoth wouldn't be bad if you got Kaja. Taurus and Rishka, obviously. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? So there's a lot of options that I'm actually going to come in with ARCHMAGE because he brings AoE stun and it's a better form of CC, and we've got 2 AoE stun champions in here. He also brings a critical rate buff, increased speed, and increased critical damage buff, which adds additional damage to me as well to kill the mobs faster. And then also we also bring in decreased defense to kill the mobs faster. And you know, STATUS brings his own increased defense, so they need to increase attack. And he actually brings his own increased attack and increased critical damage. So ideally, this is what you're trying to build as a team, and this is what I'm trying to get to, where trying to get at with you guys building your teams, that you want to be trying to be self-buffing, dropping their defenses, hit them hard, hit them fast. You've got to do it within 100 turns, right? And that's what we're trying to get at. So this is what, for me, would look like a fairly buffed team. Now, is he a speed? No, okay, speed always in arena, which is really low, actually 17. So let's see how we're going to get these champions in. I'm not aware of anything. We do want a basically, my recommendation for speed is going to be like minimal, I don't know, 270 for me. I've got Max Great Hall already on the Librarian side, so she's going to bring in a buff removal. She'll go bring in some cleanse as well, and then she's got a really cool revive on low cooldown. So how are we going to gear her, which I'm going to show you on the optimizer. Sorry, I am listening to music at the same time, obviously, because faction wars can be a bit you know, dry. You know, I don't like PvC content, you guys know that. I do this to try and help you guys and also show you what I'm doing. I also have fairly good knowledge in PvE, so you know, I kind of have that as well. I'm not going to put my details on YouTube. Oh, maybe the optimizer's down actually. Is it down? Let's have a look. Maybe it's down. Was there a raid on links down? Maybe the optimizer's not working. That would be funny. Let me see. Sorry, spelling's a bit wonky. So we're gonna go RA. RAGIN. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna go to optimizer, survivability build, obviously. We're gonna reset all this because we don't care. So good survivability. We're not gonna use oil glyphs really. I've got really good gear, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm gonna go reflex, and I'm gonna go reflex, and I'm gonna go impulse because I have it available on my account. One piece set. I hope I don't make this video too long, but you guys can kind of go with what I kind of want to do on my account. 270 speed, I want 500 resistance, I need about 470, 420 because of the Great Hall. And I probably will cut some of the building out so I don't make this super long. I think it's a good idea to kind of see on how I want to build her. I want her to basically resist everything, cleanse everything. And yeah, I'm gonna put some sets together on my account as well for quick building, right? So I will set some quick builds global presets which are just deleted, and I'm gonna reset. So we're waiting for the optimizer to load up a build. So yeah, let's go for that. I guess we could check everyone else's builds at the same time. I think Status has a fairly good build. If I say someone's name wrong, I do apologize. So I think he has a fairly good build already. So yeah, good damage, good accuracy, about 450 right now. I'm not too bothered about the free gear removal. I get better use out of them. So then we have Quintus, who his damage is okay. I think it's good enough for this boss. We can run it, right? And if I feel like I need more, I will. Let's see what we got on him. Okay, so he probably just needs to be changed up a little bit because I kind of want to bring a bolster set in to help with damage. We got one on Stag 8. What's his speed? 270, good accuracy already. So Stag is ready. So we just need to build 2 champions then, really. Okay, good HP, defense, and resistance. Bad Alcazar. She in the vault. Let me have a look. In the vault, in the vault. I was a bit disappointed when I got her build, but okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit this out because it seems to be playing up, and I need to reset the game, etc. So let me go ahead and come back. All right, we are ready to go. Let's do this. Oh man, I didn't realize there's a tag or is an arena. Damn. Right, so this boss does HP swap. He does a steal buffs on the A2, just A2 before the A3, and he'll only do a HP swap with me once he hits under a certain amount. The game plan is to try and kill the wave as fast as possible. I'm not messing around with gear here. Like, I put my best gear on the nukers because we've been struggling to do it within 100 turns. So I've actually kitted out the fastest gear. Not the fastest gear, the best gear on this. And I want Quintus basically to be one shot on most things. So he's in 6-piece Merciless. I would recommend to try and get a 6-piece Merciless set for all your damage dealers ready to go. And try and make that work, right? So, okay. So we're basically trying to kill these waves as fast as possible. And then try not to mess around. Yeah, so he's already hitting hard. I put a relic, elixir of gold on the Quintus to give him some extra healing when Raglar's not ready. And we're avoiding sets like Savage and Non-Peace Merciless so we don't get extra turns. Okay, I think we can start trying to save some abilities. Okay. Can we kill these? I want to try and get to the boss fast as possible. This will take a little bit of practice. Like, I haven't got like crazy champions here, but we have got really good champions, right? Like the champions we use are like S tier in their factions. Where we're talking about S tier for faction wars, right? You can see Quintus is hitting really, really hard in my best gear. And we got Brimstone. So we want to avoid buffing up. We kind of want to just try and stun the ads, which we don't get a decreased stun there. That'll be useful. Let's try and get rid of these ads, all 217 ad. Try and slow down the boss. But he didn't get decreased speed. What happened there? What happened there? But he did not get the decreased speed, I don't know. We don't want decreased attack on us. Seems to be like every time I'm putting something on the boss, he's not getting it. He's just turning it straight away. It might be a passive I'm not aware of. Let's try to steal his abilities. Seems that it's mirroring it. We landed it this time. Huh. Interesting. We need to try and stop this boss taking many turns as possible. Can we get defense down on? Okay. I think it's something to do with ads. I'm not too sure. That's Brimstone. Do we drop Termita here? Feels all the Termita of this champ. If this is critical, a 10. Okay, so we can use that to drop Termita? No? Okay. I think it's because we can't play stuns on him. Gonna do a HP swap now, alright? No, okay. See, we can get rid of this boss before he does a HP swap. Just do the A1, go for the Termita drop. Blends all this off. He's gonna do the HP swap. I don't know what champion, because I don't know how it's positioning. I feel like he also gets some type of Termita drop. Boom, baby! 66 turns, let's go. 66 turns. J'ai perfect. Oof, Quintus. Quintus, bro. Quintus, the damage coming for that Quintus. Woo! Okay, let me show you how it's geared then. Feels good. I would say these champions are definitely S tier in their own rights in factuals, not S tier. I mean, there's not Taurus and Marishka, right? But they do the job. So let me show you all the stats. Obviously, you can see here, I will be honest, the gear that I've put on these champions is pretty much some of the best gear I have on my account. So I will be working on these. So I'm trying on the boss stages, I'm avoiding stuff like Relentless and 9-piece Merciless because I don't want to take extra turns and waste a turn. At the thinking right now, it's 100 turns. A beta on and later on in the stages, maybe that'd be fine because you have 150 and 200. At the moment, we're avoiding that. So the stats were coming in 99,000, 3,600, 285, and then we've gone for 490 resistance. I do need a bit more juice on there. To be honest, I've just gone with level 12 boot. 4-piece relentless, 4-piece reflex, 2-piece impulse. I wanted to cleanse, heal, revive. She's revives on 2 turn, get that around a bit more overall. Quintus. He's coming in with a 6-piece Merciless, ignore an extra ignore defense, getting the cooldowns on his nukes, cycling through his abilities. We've used some oiled accessories which I had sitting around. I have not done this for the boss, and I wouldn't do this for the boss. Hell no. Nuka, I'm trying to build minimum of 250 speed. Obviously, you want him to be slower so you can do the defense drop, increase critical rate, and increase critical attack as well. Sorry, yeah, on himself, and then increase critical damage buff on the Bannerlord guy. And we're coming in with a whopping 330 critical damage, which is really solid for a level 2 blessing at 260 speed. We're coming in with 9k attack. He does his own increased attack, which is super important. And then we don't really care for anything else. Ignore defense, the most important stat for the Great Hall. Do ignore defense first and you will not regret it. So we're coming in with a tap banner, critical damage, and attack ring, attack boots with attack ascension, and etc. Please remember, I've been playing this game for 6 years. I have really extensive gear. I have time. I had money. So my gear is up there. I've gone for a golden elixir. I don't think I'll be doing this all the time. Blessing, I'm going with Heaven Cast because I think it's probably better than most of the blessings for PvE content. And to be honest, it was one that I left on him already. These are the masteries coming in, so nothing too special here already. Etc. Let me go ahead and switch off my camera so we can get accurate stuff. So yeah, no relic on her, and blessing is all the stuff on there. Status not fully mastered yet. This might be something that I'll look into. I went with Life Harvest for this. Again, I actually think there's better blessings. Anything to increase your damage, maybe Soul Reap might be the way to go. Or Lightning Cage is not really that great. Yeah, maybe Brimstone, Crushing Rem, Cruelty would be the way to go. Yeah, okay. No relic. Relic, this is for Faction Wars, right? Sorry for I can't remember why I put this on. This wasn't put on for today, but I put this on him for ages ago. I don't know why. Bolster set, coming in with good accuracy. Obviously with the Great Hall, we want to be aiming for 475 accuracy, good speed. So we could drop his speed a little bit. If we can get some resistance as well, that'd be great. We'll be trying to kit out 500 resistance and then 475 with good survivability stats. I think it's going to be super important. I will probably oil some bolster to help out that. I'm going to pretty much try and use at least one good bolster set in all faction. I've got some really good bolster sets sitting around, so I probably will just move one until I've cleared it. And then Archange can also go in bolster, but I've gone for a reflex and impulse just to make his stuns come around a bit more faster. Faction Wars, so reasonable survivability, good speed. Like I would want to try get these to 280 to 300, but he needs 100% critical rate. Some damage on him is not bad, and then some accuracy as well. Again, 475 minimum for the higher stages, and a reasonable. You want to try and get your champions fast, right? Because you're going to need really high speeds overall. So ideally, like everyone's going to have to really, really high speeds coming through this. So you want like minimum 300s and 15 if you're not using speed aura or anything like that. I don't actually have a speed aura in this faction, so it's going to be an interesting one when I take on 25. But we also have Tummy to boost on the A1 from the RAGLIN, so I'll probably will open up the A1 against the waves to increase my Tummy to boost. And then try and drop theirs. Tummy to drop and increasing your Tummy is going to be massive if you can't get like really high speeds, right? And that's going to be one thing to do and try and counter. If you've got one champion over 315 speed, but you can drop their turn meter back, or then you can calculate then the rest of your champions to go ahead of them and try and lock out the team on that. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoy this video. And hopefully this helps you a little bit. I know there's a few people struggling on Faction Wars now, and these bosses depend on certain stages. This one was certainly probably the most challenging one I've done so far. But it didn't really make me sweat, right? Okay. Anyway, I've been Grim. I'll see you on the next one. Good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.